are you going to see your baddie auntie? That's kind of like the thing that people joke to me about. So just a bunch of just funny, crazy stuff that you wouldn't believe, you know? We experienced some crazy stuff. I feel like I've been talking so much, guys. It's not even my podcast.
The core focus for Whatislife.blog, the podcast series, is to connect intricate moments of humanity, which thus exposes the beauty of us. We believe that all humans contain a story, and that alone is worth sharing.
Welcome back to Whatislife.blog. I'm your host, Charles Horace, and today's guest is Hustling Magician. Mr. Hustling, it is a pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I didn't think I was going to be part of this, guys. Just because, first of all, the setup is pretty intense, right? I can hear my own voice. I can hear his voice. We have a whole setup and everything like that. But for me, it is such an honor to be here. As your guest, I've seen other people on here that have said a bunch of other things, wonderful things. Some of them I actually know personally. So it was kind of cool to see them on here. And I was like, you know what? I got to be on there, right? Like, I want to be on there. I got to see what this is all about. So, yes, yeah, man, but I'm excited to be here.
It is an honor to have you, Mr. Hustling Magician. All right, so tell us about yourself. Who are you?
Okay, well, my name is, of course, Hustling Magician. That's on my TikTok. And my name is David, of course, right? David Mitchell Yanishia, Ashihanishle, Totane, Bashishin, Kiani, Dashe Aro Kiani, Dashinale. And I come from Winter Rock, and pretty much on TikTok, I'm I guess gym influencer, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
So pretty much all I do is I do gym vlogs. I also do a bunch of other random stuff. One of the things that I've been getting into on my TikTok recently is the fact that we've been doing scavenger hunts on there.
Okay.
So we've been doing that on there as well. But pretty much that's a little bit about me. I love going gym, and the hustling magician, the way that kind of originated from, right? Magician is more like along the lines of I used to do card tricks kind of back in the day and stuff. So I still do it now, but that's kind of why that part of that name is in there. And then for the hustling part is like, you know, everybody hustles now and then, right? Everybody hustles sometime in their life. I am just trying to show people that you can hustle no matter how big, how small, what kind of thing you might be going into. So that's kind of like my thing. We're all hustlers. That's like the hustle mentality, you know?
I like that. That's pretty cool. All right, cool. So magician, what kind of tricks do you like to do?
What kind of tricks do I like to do? Oh man, that's a good question. I got a couple of favorites. I got one that my dad taught me. It kind of happened like when I was younger. He would show me and be like, all right, like, this is the trick. And I was like, whoa, like, yeah, show me that again, right? And then when he would show me again, I would have to see it again. And he would show it to me only on my way to school. It was never like at any other time. It was always only when I went to school. Maybe it was because I was like half asleep, so I wouldn't catch it. I don't know why, but it was kind of like that's what happened, you know. And yeah. Then another favorite one of mine is 3-card Monty. 3-card Monty. Yeah. So that one, 3 cards, and you just kind of it's more of a street game that a lot of people play, like on the streets, of course. And that one, it's like, you know, you have 3 cards, and you have the spectator keep an eye on one card, and you have to pick the card that's like, okay, this is the card. Make sure you keep an eye on it. Okay, I switched it around. Where'd it go? You're wrong. Obviously, expect it to be wrong all the time, but It's kind of a cool trick, though.
That's cool.
One of my favorite ones.
Okay, so it's generally like card tricks then.
Oh yeah, it's generally card tricks. Yeah, nothing else really.
Not the ones where you have like the person lying in a box and you get like a saw and you're sawing them in half.
No, I don't have the one where I can like. I don't know if you've seen David Blaine do his, where he's like, he literally has like a frog inside of him, and he drinks the water, and he spits it back up, and he has a frog come out in the cup. I'm not that advanced yet.
I mean, that's still pretty cool. Card tricks are always interesting. I tried some of that when I was younger, but you know, I wasn't really interested in the magician, the magic part or the card part. But yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool.
Right.
Nice. And so you do those tricks at the flea market?
I could do them at the flea market. You know, there was one time I was in Oklahoma, and I was at the Walmart. And when I went over there, I would purposely go over there, take an Uber over there, right? I would get dropped off, and I would walk Walmart, and I would show random people. I would go up to somebody and be like, "Excuse me, you want to see a card trick?" And they would look at me kind of like weirded out for a second, and then I would show them, and they'd be like, "What the heck, this guy? Like, that was cool." And other people are like, "I know how you did that." I'm like, "Okay, some people might know," but I pretty much do card tricks anywhere. Pretty much, it could be I do it like on my TikTok lives. I do it like pretty much anywhere. I know I've had some friends. I'll go out with some friends, and they'll be like, "Oh, David has a card trick," and I'm like, "No, I don't." And they're like, "Yeah, he's a magician. Watch. Ask him if he has a card, like a deck of cards in his hand." I'm like, "Yeah, I got one." They're like, why do you have one on hand? I was like, "You just never know when you're gonna do a card trick. You just never know." So it's kind of funny. Like I feel like I always have one on me all the time.
What is it about these card tricks that you like that you like doing? Like why do you? What piques your interest? Is it just for the love of the game, for the love of the magic
For
of
the
it?
love of the game. I like that. That's cool. For the love of the game. No. So for me, like definitely doing these card tricks is just the enjoyment that I got when I was younger, right? Like wanting to see another one, wanting to get into it. I want to show that to people. I want to like see people's reactions, people's like comments on it. And just seeing those reactions, I would do. Like I don't go around public and being like, "Oh, here's my hat," I'm asking for change for my card tricks. No, I'm not doing that. I'm going out just to see people's genuine reaction, because there's some people to this day that hit me up or that see me in public and they're like, "You gotta show me how you did that card trick." And I'm like, "It's been like a year now. Like, how do you not know? Like, I told you it's all on YouTube." And they're like, "I can't find it." I'm like, "Well, maybe they took the video down. I don't know,
Yeah.
So
That's cool. Do you have any cards with you right now?
you know what? It's so funny that you ask because I have it on me.
Always stay strapped. Huh?
I always got it, man. And these are the Star Wars playing edition here, right here.
Okay.
So I actually got these as a gift from the TikTok live. Somebody
Really?
actually gifted me those because
No
they
way.
knew I was a magician. Yeah, so I got one of those. They were kind enough to give me one of those.
They give it to you in person, or do they like mail it?
They gave it to me in person, and this person was like really awesome, And shout out to you that gave me the cards. I don't want to put you on blast and be like, "Thank you to you know who." But, I really appreciate it. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so I got these cards, man, from that person, and it was really awesome to have it.
Right on. Cool. Do you mind showing me a trick?
No, I don't mind. I don't mind at all. You might just have to let me get a little bit warmed up, but by all means, go ahead. So, getting back to it, right?
Yeah.
I got a question for you.
For sure.
So, being that this is, like your podcast and stuff, like, and going into card tricks and stuff. Do you remember any of the card tricks anybody showed you?
Any of the card tricks?
Or what was one that you were trying to learn?
Ooh, it's been such a long time ago. I haven't played with cards like this in a long time.
Right.
Usually, I mean, one of the most famous ones, it's like, "Is this your card?" kind of like thing.
Mm-hmm.
When they put in the like, pick a card and they shuffle it and do all these weird, cool tricks, and then they pull it out. Like, "Is this your card?" Like, "Oh yeah, that's my card."
Okay. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. Definitely. All right. Well, Charles, I'm gonna show you. Go ahead. This little trick that we got. We'll start off with the one that, like I said, everybody, my dad was the one that showed me this card trick when I was a lot younger, and it was a really simple trick, but yet so effective in the way that I was just like amazed by it, right? So just to adjust myself here, But pretty much here is the card trick, right? All he would say is, look at the top of the card, okay? Four spades, right?
Yeah, 4 spades.
Okay, now what I want you to do is hold that 4 spades. Just hold it right there. You know what? I actually don't like that card. Go ahead and flip it over. Because I'm just going to get rid of it, okay? I'm just to get rid of it. Why? Because all you got to do is just go ahead and tap my hand. Yeah. If you tap your hand, now, go ahead.
Okay. I see you.
Yeah, see, that's a little thing, He would find creative ways to just do that. I don't know how he did it, but he would find creative ways to just take the card, One of my favorite ones was always this one. He would do it, right? And he'd be like, "All right, Dad, show me another one." He'd be like, "What? Five of diamonds, right?
Yeah.
Take that 5 of diamonds. Now, I'm going to taste it." No. That don't taste right. And see, it would just always change, you know. And then he would be like, just tap on it again, and be like, how'd you do that? And it would obviously come back to the top, you know. So that's the one that, you know, my dad, when he was younger, was just so like, it was just so cool, man. Like, that's what I mean. Like that.
Yeah,
Your reaction to the trick is what I look for. I love that laugh, that amazement,
Yeah.
though. Like, what do they say? Deer in the headlights. Like,
Yeah,
I love seeing that, man.
Dude, that's so cool.
I love seeing that.
Okay, now I'm trying to wrap my head around that because it's just like, okay, I was paying attention, like, okay, because I know like sometimes it's like a sleight of hand, you know,
Yeah, of course.
misdirection, but I don't know how you did that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, a lot of people always get surprised by it. I do it more often and more often, and I feel like the more times that I do it, the more they get confused and they're like, "No, this is BS," you know. I don't believe this. So it's kind of funny, like all that happens, but yeah, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. All right.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Now that's part of your name, Hustling Magician.
Right.
What's the other part? Hustling. Why hustling?
So hustling, that one just it came to me because, like, okay, I'll be honest, when I came up with that name, I wasn't really thinking too much about it. Now, this was the main reason why the name became why it is today. Magician for the card tricks. We established that. We got that. Now, the hustling part, the hustle part, right? When I used to go to bars, okay, this is in Flagstaff. If you guys know where Flagstaff, Arizona is, I went to Flagstaff, Arizona, and I would play at these bars. Now, have you ever played billiards?
Yes, I have.
So billiards, that's what I would play. I would play a lot of billiards, and I started to notice I got really good at it. So I would purposely just play like by myself at a table and wait for somebody to come up and challenge me. And I would just play, you know, however, you know, and I might lose or I might be a close game. And then eventually I've had people actually tell me like, all right, well, let's play for some money. You know, I was like, okay, sure. Why not? I'll play for some money. So I would play and then I would win. And I knew I was gonna win because I would just hustle people, right? That was my hustle at that time. Was to hustle people from playing billiards. Some days I would go and I would play really bad in front of people just to wait for them to want to bet me, and then I would just win, you know? So that's where the name really came from, was that, like, I was trying to think of a Instagram username at the time because I was like, what would be a cool name? Like, it can't be anything with David in it. David's not cool, you know? So I was trying to think of it, and then eventually it hit me. I was like, you know what? Like, I hustle and I'm a magician. Like, how can I put it together? And that's when the name came to be. So yeah, that's kind of the thing. And now my community that I made on my TikTok page, the Hustlers, right? I made that, and they have like this. They're just very supportive. You know, they know that, like, they're like, oh, you're selling here at the flea market, then you're selling over here doing this, and you're doing this over here. And I'm like, yeah, because like when you hustle, like when you gotta do things like to just get by, or you just gotta do things in general, you know. So yeah, that's definitely where the second part of that, or the first part of the name, came from. And then for the TikTok, I mean, I just copy and pasted it. I was like, I'm just gonna take Hustle Magician from TikTok, and that's gonna be me. So I just took that one.
That's cool. That's cool. Now on your TikTok page, I don't really see much of your billiards, or maybe not so much of your magic tricks, but you're more of a influencer kind of, like, right? Like a gym influencer. What sparked your interest in that? Why did you? Well, let's bring it back. Why? What makes you interested in working out?
Okay.
Why go work out at gyms?
Okay. So why work out, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Why work out? That's a good question. You know,
What's your journey into that? How did you get started? Because not everyone works out.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and tell you guys the whole journey, because I actually never been asked this. I've been asked this quite a bit, but never like the origin or like the story of it. So I'm glad I got to tell this part of everything. So for everybody listening in, what sparked my interest was, I have a picture actually on my phone, and it's a picture kind of later on. Okay, this is kind of like after I got into the army, because I was in the military.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Okay.
I got in there, and when I was in there, I got really, really fat. Really fat. I can say that with full confidence, with not being ashamed to say it or anything like that. I was fat because I would order DoorDash almost every single day. Like I would order McDonald's. Oh no, I remember one time. This is my legit order. All of you can flame me. I don't care. This is my old me. I'm not going back to it. I used to order for one day, DoorDash, Cracker Barrel. Okay, Cracker Barrel, like a full meal. My lunch would be the that family box from Domino's or Pizza Hut.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that family box.
Yeah.
I would order that whole thing for myself. That was for lunch. At dinner, I would order Chick-fil-A, 2 meals of the chicken sandwiches, and I would eat all of those. And like at midnight, maybe 1 in the morning, I would order something else. Maybe if it was from Taco Bell or like Jack in the Box, I would order something else, and that would be it. And that would be like one day, and I would have probably spent like over like 150.
I would bet, yeah.
Like 200, yeah. Like, and that was just one day. Cause like, yeah, I think about DoorDash is like for the service and all that kind of stuff. So
yeah. And this was during the military?
yeah, this was during the military.
Wow.
And I know people might ask me like, what'd you do in the military? It's like, that's what I did, you know, like I had a cool and chill enough job to where I could sit in my room, like what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
I could just sit in my room and my sergeant could call me and I would pick it up and be like, yeah. And he'd be like, yo, you good? And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. He's like, okay, I'm just making sure, just checking on you. And that was it.
Wow.
And I would just sit in my room. And that's why I had so much free time and so much extra money on my hands that I would just do it.
Wow. Okay.
I could have invested in like something like this. No, I was kidding. I could have like had probably a camera. I could have had like more cards. I could have had other stuff, but I decided to do that. So looking back on that picture, I always keep that picture. And people like, I tell people when I show this picture, I'm like, you can laugh, you can say whatever you want about it. I am not going back to that. I don't see myself ever being that person again, thankfully, you know. But looking at that picture really, really pushed me to be like, okay, you're not gonna keep going down this path because it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's one of the hardest things to see when somebody is like, you know, they like what do they call it, like that, like they like eating disorder or like when they just like kind of depressed and you just eat and everything like that. Yeah, you know, that really sucks. Like I was there, guys. I would just eat just to eat. Like I wouldn't even be hungry. I would just to eat because I was bored. It's like people play video games. No, like I would rather eat. That was like my entertainment. As crazy as that sounds. So for my fitness journey, that's how it started, and I'm looking forward to just continuing more. As far as getting into powerlifting, which is pretty much like going into competitions and like doing the squat, bench, and deadlift. Doing that and also doing a bodybuilding show. So like getting up on stage, as people would say, getting oiled up and going on stage. You know, I want to do that.
Slap on the back.
Bah, like, I like your cut, G. Slap it. No, but I'm looking forward to that. Like, I want to do that. You know, that's something that I want to do. And people will be like, "Well, aren't you wearing like a thong on stage?" I'm like, I'm looking past that, okay? I just want to do it because like I want to get like aesthetically nice and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's kind of where my fitness journey really started, you know, is from that time, being that little kid that got random motivation, going to where one of my coworkers, he came all the way to my house one day. Came all the way to my house, banged on my door until I came out. He literally grabbed me by my shirt and was like, let's go, get in. I was like, where are we going? You know, he took me all the way to the gym. And he was like, you need to get to the gym with how skinny you are. Mm-hmm. He's like, you need to do something with yourself. And then that's when I started working out with him. And he was the main guy. And he don't mind me saying his name on here. Just kidding. Marcus, he was the guy that got me into that, you know, started into it. And then, of course, moving and going to Flagstaff, you know, my other buddy of my podcast that I share with, he was also a part of that gym journey too. You know, he really pushed me to keep like go for a PR. You know, our biggest saying to each other was PR or ER. You know, like if I'm not hitting this, I might as well go to the hospital. Like send me to the hospital instead. You know, but yeah, that's definitely where that fitness journey started. And why is it that I go to the gym? Like, it's just fun. It's fun, man.
It is.
For me, I enjoy it. Like, I've told people this story that I stayed at the gym. I got there at noon, and I've been there until 8 at night. Like for 8 hours. Like I legit did an 8-hour shift at the gym, not for work, not for nothing, just to do it. Like I usually spend 3 to 4 hours. I mean, after this, like for all I'm a transparent guy, pretty much. But after this right now, like I'm about to go work out. So like I'm about to go work out after this too. But so that's kind of where like the whole like, why do you go to the gym? Like, why do you go for so long and everything? It's my escape from reality. It's where I can clear my head. It's where I can talk to a bunch of people because I'm a social guy. As you can tell right now, I just keep talking. I feel like I gotta stop myself. I feel like I have reins on my face and I gotta get pulled back a little bit because like I know a lot of people are like, you have a lot of energy for a guy. Like, is it your caffeine? And I'm like, you know what? I do have a crippling caffeine addiction, and I say it very proudly. But yeah, that's to answer your question. Definitely
Nice.
that.
So it was Marcus that got you out of there, or was it just like a mental thing that you just decided one day?
I could go both. The mental thing was because of that picture that I talked about, and Marcus was the guy that just kind of he was one of the people that actually dragged me out and took me to the gym. And I remember we worked out like for a week, and it was really simple, kind of like I was like, oh man, this is nothing, I could do this every day. And then right when I said that, we came back that next week and we did legs for like 3 hours, and I was so sore that I could not like, dude, I couldn't even take a poop. Like I couldn't even sit down. That's how bad it got, guys. I couldn't sit down.
You needed the rails.
I couldn't even do that. Like sitting like this would be uncomfortable. Like I remember I would drop things and I would leave it there. I wouldn't even care to pick it up. If it was my phone, I would ask another family member to pick it up for me. I am not picking that up. That's how bad it got. And they'd be like, it's just right there. And I'm like, I can't. Like, I can't. That's how bad it was.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool. What's your favorite workout?
Favorite workout? Okay, that's good. Are you talking like exercise or like body area?
Let's do both.
Let's do both? Okay, let's do both. Body area. Okay. Let's see. I get this question asked a lot, and it kind of changes. For the longest time, it used to be legs. I used to love doing legs. Legs is just so fun. It's just like that. Maybe it's because of you, Marcus. Just kidding, but it's that pain that I got. I strive for that. Like, there's some people that may or may not watch this, right? That have done my leg workout and actually leave, like, without the workout being done. Wow. And some people tell me that they're like, you go too intense on legs. Like I'm surprised you haven't injured yourself. And I'm like, I know, I'm surprised I haven't injured myself, So, and then I would say right now, currently, as I sit here, my favorite would definitely be back. I love working out back. Legs is making its comeback because I just did legs recently, like 2 days ago. And I'm a little sore, but not really. But I would say back. Now, my least favorite that I absolutely do not like to do. What do you think it is?
Maybe. Well, for me, it's chest. I'm not a fan of chest.
You're not a fan of chest?
I'm not a fan of chest.
For me, it's arms.
Really? Arms?
I do not like arms. I do not like training arms. I feel like for me, it's a chore. Out of all the things, it's like, it feels like it's a chore. I don't know why that is. It's just one of the things I just don't do.
That's exactly how I am with chest.
Okay, yeah. And then another one that you guys can all laugh at me. Ha ha ha. My calves. I hate training calves. Okay, I will wear sweats for the day I'm not here. Just kidding. But like I don't know. I just can't train calves. It seems like. But yeah, that's pretty much it though.
But natives generally have lean muscles in their calf areas. Mm-hmm. That's what I've noticed.
Yeah, shout out to those natives. I mean, I'm not one of those blessed natives. My calves were so small. I was like, oh man, God, just get rid of my bottom half of my legs and let's leave it at that, But that's interesting though. It's crazy because I feel like a lot of natives have like a well-developed, like an overdeveloped chest, or a lot of people say like, I love chest. I do chest and all this, I'm very surprised like yours isn't chest. That's crazy.
I don't like chest. It's just, I mean, I could do it. I mean, but I like leg workouts. I like
legs.
My two favorite right now are box jumps.
Okay.
I do box jumps, box jumps, and then what I started implementing more is the landmine. Mm-hmm. Where I guess you count like a little squat. What is it? You pull it up, then you push it up with your
Yeah,
arm.
yeah, like that kind of. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
I got you. I got you.
I like that. I like where, like I like the traditional compound movements. You know, those are good foundations, but also like, you know, having fun with it, just experimenting.
Of course,
doing,
of course. I'm always doing that. I mean, as a gym influencer, I got ideas all up in my head about like stuff that I'm gonna do. You know, so it's always cool to like try different workouts. But for me, your second question was like, what's my favorite exercise? There's a lot of exercising, man. There's a lot. And you know what? It might be. I would have to go hack squat.
Hack squat. Okay.
It's for legs, and if you guys know what that is, it's kind of like people say it's like a kind of like a what do you call it? Kind of like a carnival ride. I don't see it as it, but anyways, people see it. So pretty much you kind of just like you sit in there. You have like a back pad, and you have like the things up here. You kind of just push up. It's kind of like at a 45-degree angle.
Oh yeah,
you kind of go like up and down like that. So yeah, I would say that's my favorite, mainly because I've seen so many like bodybuilders and just famous people do it.
Yeah,
I just like I've gotten so used to seeing people do it that I started doing it so much that that's one of my workouts that I feel like I gotta hit during leg day. I just love doing that hack squat. People say like, I don't like it, it's too hard and everything. That's why I want to get stronger at it. You know, so that's definitely fun to do. But what about you? What about your favorite? Like, let's go back to you. I feel like I've been talking so much, guys. It's not even my podcast. Just kidding. But
well, that's what I like to do. I like to put the emphasis on the guest.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah. That way, I don't have to talk so much.
He's like, I'm doing this podcast just so that way the guest can do the talking. Just kidding. No.
I'm more of a mediator. Let's put it that way.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, well, there you guys got it, guys. All right. But so getting back to those questions, so those got to be my favorite right now. Favorites work back, and it's crazy because today I'm actually gonna be working out chest. So
Okay.
I know I was about to ask, be like, you want to work out, but knowing that's not his favorite, not chest, I'm not gonna ask you guys.
Well, actually, I don't mind doing that. I did leg workouts yesterday, leg and shoulders. I don't know what's your workout routine like during the week.
Oh, so actually, a lot of people ask this question, and I think my question or my answer is a lot different than what people may seem, because for me, people say, "Oh, Monday is this, Tuesday is this, Wednesday is this." Mine is not like that.
Okay.
Sunday is usually almost always a mandatory rest day. Usually always, okay? Now, for the rest of the week, I could work out 6 days out of the whole week.
Wow.
Pretty much I may do that. Now, the only reason why Saturday's an if is because of my body. I listen to my body depending on how my week went. If my week went really I went really, really hard with like maybe cardio and my workouts, or maybe I did a new workout that just got me really sore, and my body's telling me I need rest, I'll take that Saturday off, and then Sunday, obviously, I'll try to take that day off too. More likely than not, I usually take Sunday off, and then that's how it works. So it goes right now. It goes either, or so let's say it goes back and arms for like my first day. Okay, my first day.
Yeah.
My second day would be chest and shoulders, and then my last day would be legs, and then I would just repeat and just go with that. So that's how that routine would go.
Okay.
So that's why it never falls in the same day.
Yeah.
Unless I do like the 6 days straight, then yes, it will fall in the same ones over and over. But for the most part, that's kind of how I do it for my routine.
So it's like pretty much every day except for Sunday.
Pretty much, yeah.
Wow. Okay. I only do I used to be like that. I used to be able to do it every day, but I think I just kind of cut down to like 3 days, sometimes maybe 2.
Yeah, I mean, there was a guy that I was literally talking to at the gym, maybe like yesterday, and he was like, "Oh, you're gonna," because like they have like a soccer thing at the gym that I go to. So I was like, "You gonna go play soccer?" And he was like, "Oh, I'm getting my workout in." I said, "Oh, okay." I was like, "What do you got today?" And he was like, "Full body." I said, "Full body." I said, "Oh, wow, okay, that's cool." And he was like, "Yeah." I only work out 3 times a week, and it's full body. I said, "That's pretty good, because if you think about it, if you do full body, you're giving yourself more time, since it's only 3 times a week."
Yeah.
So I feel like people that might have this question right now that popped into your head, well, what's the best workout routine? I would sit here and say there is no best, really, because if there was a best, then like, what about your schedule?
Yeah.
What about your work schedule? So I can't really sit here and say 3 times a day or 3 times a week, 3 times a day, 3 times a week, is the best because like of people's schedules and stuff. So I would say like, you gotta find that balance almost of like what your goal is, because your goals of working out might be different than mine.
Yeah.
Because like mine is like the bodybuilding, the powerlifting, all that kind of stuff. Yours might just to be, I want to go to be healthy. I want to go just to do something. That's literally some people's goals is just to, I want to do it just because I want something to do or I want to be healthy, which is fine. I'm not saying that's bad or nothing, but you got to remember what your goals are, because if I tell you, oh, this is what you have to do, you're gonna look at me like I'm crazy. You're gonna be like, this is too much work, and I'm like, oh well, I'm trying to tell you to do my goals. That's what I'm saying. So you just gotta remember what your goals is before you can even ask yourself, what is my workout routine gonna be? So I think that's the biggest thing you gotta remember.
I like that. It's a good word of wisdom.
So the only word of wisdom I have.
So a fitness journey, that the gym is part of it. The other part I would say is the kitchen.
Oh yeah.
What's your diet like? What do you like to eat?
Oh man, so we're done, right? No, but dude, a lot of people like gotta think too, like, your diet's gotta be on point, I mean, man, if I'm being honest with you, man, my diet right now, it's okay. It's not great. It's not like, oh, I eat 3 meals a day, low fat, high protein.
Yeah.
No, right now, guys, I pretty much eat what I want. In a sense of like, I'm looking still of what I'm gonna order, but I order it thoughtfully. I'm not just being like, right, I want everything fried and I want a big old liter of soda. No, I'm not doing that. I'll go to restaurants. I'll go to places. I'll still have my protein shakes. I'll still have like, my little meals that I cook at home, which for me are the best. Is like when I cook my own meals, because I genuinely just cook my own meals. So most of the time it's like that in the evening. But during the day, I might go out into a restaurant, but I'll make sure like, okay, what I'm gonna order it's gotta be. Obviously, it's not going to be great because it's like fast food if I'm going fast food, or if I'm going somewhere, anywhere really. I just think about what could I get that's a little bit healthier. So even starting out like that, going out to a restaurant, going out with your friends, just knowing of what small change or knowing what you're gonna pick to choose to eat that's healthy for you, that's a start. Okay, like next time you go out, you might be looking at wings, pizza, and like your drinks. Why not get like a 0 sugar drink? Why not get a water? And that'll be your start, And maybe you go less wings than you would normally have. And that's a small step, As they say, I'm pretty sure you may have heard this, but going to like, let's see, to get to a big goal, you gotta go get the little goals first.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Think of it that way, guys. Don't think you gotta be like, oh man, I gotta like cut out all my stuff that I eat and go eat salads every day. You're not gonna do it. Straight up, you're not gonna do that. You're not gonna do it unless you're David Goggins or like unless you're super disciplined. You're not gonna do it. Okay, let's be realistic, because like natives that are watching this, like all you Navos, like come on, we have a lot of greasy food and we love that. Okay, so just remember what you're putting into your body and how you're going to be using it. That's pretty much it. Just being cautious of that. So yeah,
I like that.
But my diet, I mean, right now, dude, like just kind of just having what I want, but just being thoughtful of it. Yeah. Pretty much right now.
Considering the moderations, right, and just like not overindulging, but being able to balance the types of food that you eat, right?
Yeah. Just being able to just learn all about that stuff, But eventually, like I said, if I am committed to this bodybuilding stuff, I'm going to have to really dial in on that diet, because bodybuilding is definitely not for the weak, man. Because like I know I watch plenty of bodybuilding YouTube videos and just people making their own, like going to their first show and stuff like that. And they say like, eventually you get to a point where you start eating the same thing over and over and over. It's kind of just like, wow. So, I'm slowly getting out of that, of like eating kind of just whatever I want. Slowly, I'm making those changes and like dialing into my diet, and I feel the changes. You know,
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
the changes definitely.
Very cool. Very cool.
So yeah,
Now, on your TikTok page, you go to a lot of different gyms.
yeah, I do.
What's your favorite gym so far in the local area? In the local area.
Don't look at me. If you're watching me from that gym, don't look at me. Tune out for a little bit. Tune out for the next 5 minutes, okay? Just kidding. No, but all right. So my favorite gym. So the one that I go locally to, it's a good gym. But the only thing is that like it's more of it's has that hospital setting, hospital vibe to it because it is connected to the hospital.
Yeah.
So you don't really have that much freedom to like be on your phone, take progress pictures, just stuff like that. So it's kind of unfortunate. So that's kind of why. The other gym that I've been to the one in Winter Rock, the Wellness Center.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I've been
yeah.
to that one. That one's okay. It's just it lacks more equipment, more
Is that the one by
diversity.
the fairgrounds?
Yes.
Yeah.
yes,
Okay.
one of my
Okay.
favorites. Where I snagged. No, I'm just kidding. I know y'all waiting for that. I know y'all waiting for me to get into that. No, but no. So yeah, so that
What's
one.
her name? What's her claims?
We're not related. That's all I know. I forgot her name. Just kidding. No, but you know what? On my TikTok lives, if you ever watched them, if you guys ever watched them, on my TikTok lives, a lot of people make that joke of like, you know, oh, are you gonna see your baddie auntie? That's kind of like the thing that people joke to me about. So next time you see me, just be like, who's your baddie auntie now? I'm like, dude, I don't even know. No, I'm just kidding. No, but so yeah, so that gym, I would say more equipment needs to happen. But there's two gyms here in Gallup. And those two gyms that I've gone to are Wowie's. You know where that's at, right?
Yeah.
Wowie's and Cowboy Iron. So there's those two gyms. I heard there's three more here in Gallup, and those are the Anytime Fitness.
Yeah, Anytime Fitness.
What is it called? The Cecile Garcia or something like that?
Where's that one at?
It's the one with the bronze statue in the front. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. It has like the purple and green like color.
Oh, I never been to that one.
Yeah, there's that one, and then there's the one in the mall.
Yeah.
So there's those three. But out of all the gyms that I've been to, because I've been to gyms like in Albuquerque and in Phoenix too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember the name of it. There was one that was really cool. It had like an orange and black theme to it. I liked it. That one was nice, but I mean, it was just like I went there when I was like a lot skinnier, so I was kind of like, man, I wish I was there when I was down and all bigger.
Yeah.
But it didn't matter. But there's one in Albuquerque too. That one in the front, like in the main entrance of the gym, right? It kind of looked like the Wellness Center in Winter Rock.
Oh yeah.
It kind of gave off that vibe, like a little bit of equipment, kind of basic equipment, until you go to like the back room, which is kind of cool. When you go into the back room, everything was black.
Wow.
Everything was like black on black, black plates, black machines, black walls, black flooring. Everything was black with like nice mirrors and stuff.
Yeah.
So that caught my eye off with like good lighting. I was like, oh my God, like this is heaven. Like this is what I want to be at, you know? That might have been probably like a nice, I would say maybe my favorite that I went to. But I don't go to that one consistently, so I can't really say, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I think consistently, if I had to choose, I would say Wowie's.
Wowie's, okay.
Yeah. I mean, the one I go locally now, I just go to that one because it's like, you know, it's just so much easier and everything like that. It's just, I've gone there, have a membership, whatever. But Wowie's, the times that I've gone, it just gives off that rugged, old school.
Yeah.
I love that, dude. I love that old school. I love like grabbing that plate, knowing that it's just like, damn, this thing could crush my fucking toe, you know? This thing could like, I could get hurt and all this. And like, I go there, all I want to do is work out. I always get that vibe when I'm at Wowie's. If you guys know what I'm talking about, please like let us know. Like, it's just going into there. It's just, I feel so good, man. It's just, so I would say Wowie's is just, it gives off a vibe that I don't get anywhere else.
Nice. Have you met or talked to Wowie's before?
Yeah, I have actually.
Yeah.
I have talked to Wowie. Actually, a gym company that I'm a part of, me and a buddy of mine were co-owners of it. We actually work hand in hand with Wowie.
Oh, okay.
So we kind of collaborate with Wowie to sell like our supplements and stuff. So it's kind of
Wow.
cool. So yeah,
Hey.
so I know Wowie pretty close. So yeah, so every time I see him, it's like, hey, what's going on, Mr. Wowie? You know, it's kind of. He's like, hey, what's going on? Like, pat you on the back, and I'm like, oh yeah, man, thanks, man. Yeah, whatever, you know. So it's good. He seemed like he's like in his 30s. It seems like
Yeah,
so in his
yeah,
20s.
yeah,
He
yeah.
gets off that like vibe of like, don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like I'm old. You know, like I could still, you know, I could still
Outlift you.
I can still outlift you if I wanted to. You know,
Yeah,
he gives off that vibe, man. It's cool. It's a cool vibe, definitely.
Nice. You know, yeah, I think he'd be a good person to bring onto your podcast.
Oh yeah, man. I gotta bring him onto there. I gotta be like, wow, you gotta like be on the podcast. Like I need to know. I need to know the story of like, because I'm pretty sure you're wondering as much as I am.
Yeah.
Like, how did he get that building? Where did it come from? Like, how many machines did you have when like you first opened?
Yeah.
That's what I want to know. Because if you go there now, there's definitely a lot of machines, a lot more stuff and everything like that. But I bet like if you were to ask him, what was it like when you first opened? How many machines did you have? I wonder what he would say. Stuff like that, you know. I think it'd be really cool.
Nice. All right, so you got your TikTok. You also got a podcast.
I do.
What's your podcast called?
My podcast is called Res Road Hustlers.
Res Road Hustlers.
So that's what it's called, guys. And on there, you know, it's me created with me and my brother. He's not actually my brother, but you know, I consider him my brother, like a really best friend, you know. And you know, his name is D'Angelo. So me and him created that podcast together, and we decided like we're trying to think what should be like our thing, like what's the podcast, you know. So we just came up with it, and we're just like, you know what, it's just gonna be a straight up just talk about just our it's a podcast about him and his experiences on the res of like our college days, of just a bunch of just funny, crazy stuff that you wouldn't believe, you know. We experienced some crazy stuff, and that's what we wanted to tell on the podcast. So, but yeah, so that's pretty much what it's going to be about so far. And then every episode is based on, it's not based on it, but the title of it is going to be like a res road, like a res street name or something like that. So that's kind of where like that res road comes into play. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. How often do you guys do your episodes?
So I've actually been kind of been consistent on it so far.
Okay.
We've been fortunate enough to make an episode every week.
Wow.
So every week is as a new episode, which reminded me I got to come up with one tomorrow actually. So well, don't worry guys, there should be another one coming out tomorrow. I have no idea what it's gonna be, but you know, you just gotta find out. You know, you just gotta find out. Just like this one too. Once you see this, you know, like again, man, shout out to you for allowing me to be on here. This is honestly amazing. But yeah, that's pretty much it though. Yeah.
Nice. Well, do you have a goal or direction for your podcast, like what you hope it to become, or is it just like you're just going to see where it goes?
You know, that's a good question. Maybe we should have came up with the goal, but of course, me being a Navajo, me being a John, I didn't come up with it at all. I just wanted this podcast as kind of like almost an outlet outside of TikTok for like my stories, my story times, all that kind of stuff, you know, because I could put on my TikTok, but I want my TikTok to strictly be like on that gym kind of like the hustle and the magic. Like, I know the magic part hasn't really come into play yet, which eventually will, but I want it to really be focused on that like hustle part and just like that gym stuff. So that's kind of where I want that to be at for the most part.
Cool. And so like you said, you can find this on Spotify, right?
You can find this on Spotify. Yes, Spotify. I almost said .com. I don't know. That was so weird. I mean, you can like, but yeah, Spotify for right now. No other platforms, because I'll be honest, guys, I don't know how to put on any other platforms, but I'm pretty sure somebody will teach me, or I'll just ask Chat GPT. I don't know. I'll find out.
Let's go ask Chat right now.
We could. Yeah.
Let's pause right there. What type of caffeine do you like? What's your
like my pre-workout?
Is that just it? Pre-workout? You're not?
Oh yeah. I mean, like I'll take pre-workout from my gym during the day. I used to be really bad at it, but mine was like energy drinks. It was oh man, like it's still like it's Bum Energy, it's Red Bull, it's I Ghost.
Not a Monster guy?
Oh, White Monster. Definitely White Monster. Come on, man. Like, I'm not like that almost is like my baby. Like, I will like cherish it. If I see a White Monster, I'll look at it and I'll be like, man, this like, whoa, what the heck was that? You know, I'll just look at it, man. Like, White Monster. I'm not saying it's the best, guys. I'm not saying it's the best, but for me, it's good, man. It's so good.
You're not a Che. You don't drink your black coffee.
Oh, you know what? A lot of people are kind of surprised about this when I go on TikTok live. I actually don't like coffee.
You don't like coffee?
I don't like coffee.
Is it just the taste of it?
It's just the taste of it. I had a really bad experience when I was
wow.
younger. So this is my experience. I was at church and we got done with church and we went over to this hall and this old white dude comes up to me, pats me on my shoulder. And he's like, here, drink this because, you know, when you get older, it's all you're going to drink. And I was like, what in the world is this guy talking about? I was probably like 17 at the time, 16. I have no idea who this guy is. Apparently my dad knows him. So I take it and I'm like, what the? So I drink it and I remember how it looked. It was like halfway full and it was just straight black coffee.
Yeah.
Okay. I drained it and I was like, oh, I almost threw up. When I told my TikTok live this, they were like, that's why you don't like coffee, because you had the worst quality at the worst place and it was black. They were like, yeah, no creamer or something. And I was like, because of that experience, I just don't drink coffee. I just don't find it like I'm not that guy that goes to Starbucks and gets
fair
a
enough.
drink.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, I'll go to Starbucks, but I won't get any. I'll get any drink besides coffee. So yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, well, I mean, it's church coffee, man.
Yeah, see, like that's what people were telling me. They were like, but why drink church coffee of all things? I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, you guys can blame that white guy, you know, that gave me that church coffee. I don't know, okay. I didn't know there was good coffee and bad coffee, okay. I just drank what was in front of me.
Oh man. Well, you got to try actually. Well, I don't know. Again, it's really up to you. But I like Turkish coffee.
Turkish,
you
coffee. Know. There was where I used to work at, there was a lady. She said that her favorite is actually Turkish coffee. She said it's very good.
It's very sweet too.
Yeah, she said that a lot of people don't really know about it too much, but it's really good.
If you ever go to have you been to Oasis?
Yeah, that's exactly where she said that's where she gets her Turkish coffee at when she goes out to Gallup.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh wow, okay.
I think typically it's cooked in like sand.
Oh.
It's like cooked in sand. So I don't know if they do that there at the Oasis, but yeah.
I mean, I was going to say,
like really hot sand.
Where they can get the sand at, though? Like, I mean, we're on the res, but like, I don't just want to be using that kind of sand, though. Like, it might be sacred, but I don't know. Just kidding, but I know another place where I used to work at was a buddy of mine. He was surprised that I didn't like coffee. One is because, well, I'm a guy, and two is because I was in the military. So he said that was the biggest thing, what shook him, that I didn't like coffee. Mm-hmm. But he said his favorite, I don't know if you've heard of it, it's called Black Rifle coffee.
Oh yeah.
He said that one's good.
Yeah.
Have you tried that one?
That one maybe. I know there's a nice cafe in Albuquerque, and I'm pretty sure they serve Black Rifle coffee. I forgot what it was, but it's like a motorcycle kind of like it's a very cool cafe. I forgot what it's called. It's on Eubank. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No worries. Okay. But yeah. So like that's kind of the thing is like that's kind of like one of my things. Fun facts is I might talk a lot about caffeine and all this and everything, but I just won't drink coffee.
It's not for everyone. I mean, some people just like tea.
That's true.
Do you like black tea?
Have I even had black tea? I don't think I've had black. I've had tea, but maybe not black tea.
Well, I mean,
like if you're talking about like adding stuff into it, then yeah.
Well, the most common one would be Lipton tea.
Oh yeah. I've had. Okay, never mind. I've had it, guys. Okay, obviously I'm not a tea person. Okay, I've had Lipton.
That's like the American version of black tea. Other versions like Earl Grey or breakfast and stuff like that. But yeah, Lipton is black tea. But okay, cool. Well, I think we're just about done here.
Just about. Nice.
Just about done. Do you have any last words of encouragement or last words of statements for the viewers listening or watching? words of encouragement or anything like that?
All right. Well, guys, let me look you dead in the camera, okay? I'm going to completely ignore Charles over here. Just kidding. No, but all right. I want you to look at me, right? And I want you to think about some things. My fitness journey. Well, what did you think about that? Did that inspire you? Did that make you laugh? Did that make you sad? If it made you any emotion, I want you to think of that emotion. And I want you to think of yourself or somebody else that you know that has been struggling to go to the gym or struggling to want change. And those emotions that you felt, remember that emotion. If it made you laugh, then you know there's fun in there. If it made you sad, then you know that there can be change about it. If it made you motivated, then you know that you can do something about it. You feel that spark inside of you. But I'm going to leave you guys here with, don't take it all too serious. Look at me. I'm wearing a Snorlax shirt. I have a deck of cards. I don't even have a haircut. Don't take it too seriously. Whether that's gym, whether that's life, whether that's work, have that little fun. And that's what I try to bring to this podcast, the What is Life. That's what I try to bring to it, is that little bit of humor from what I know, from everything. Is I don't want to sit here and be completely serious, right? That's not who I am. If you know me, I'm not like that. Like, before we even started, I kept telling Charles, he probably got annoyed at me telling me this, but I was just like, dude, that's so cool. Like, the setup, like the microphones, like everything. I was just so surprised by it because I never got this experience. So just be happy, all right? And what I told my TikTok live chat, and it's really funny. You can laugh if you want. It's pretty funny. But many ahos to you, not women, but blessings. So just always remember that, guys. Okay, many ahos, not women, but blessings.
Oh.
Leave it at that.
All right, man. That's wonderful.
All right. Well, thank you again, Charles, and it was an honor.
Oh. Okay. Thanks.
Whatislife Media is a marketing through podcast platform that utilizes conversations to promote opportunity exposure. If you have a business, product, or an idea that you wish to share, contact us at www.Whatislife.blog or message us through a social media platform to be a guest on our show.